Well, obviously, there's a cost for divorce. You go from two household incomes to one household income. Personally, divorce bettered my financial state.
It split my income in more than half, so it was very difficult.
Tough decision because the ultimate goal was for us to all be together and to be a family. But I knew it wasn't a situation that I wanted to stay in. So once everything was finalized, I was happier.
Learning how to handle things on my own and to be alone.
If given the chance, would you go back and try harder to fix your marriage?
Yes, I will go back and try hard to find my marriage.
I did try to fix my marriage, but it just didn't work out.
How did the divorce affect your children?
It was very difficult for them. We had to all adjust to a new way of living.
Well, we were separated for quite a while before the actual divorce was final. So I feel like you guys were acclimated to two different households. But my parents aren't divorced, so I really don't know what it's like.
Do you think with a lot of effort the marriage could have possibly worked out?
I think so. I think maybe part of it was my problem also. It was my fault also.
There was a lot of effort made to make the marriage work out, but it just didn't work out.
Did you go through any mental illness during or after the divorce?
I did have some depression.
There were times where I was blue. I don't really want to say depressed, but there were times that I were blue, and mostly that was due to how it would affect the kids.
Were your parents divorced?
Yes, they were.
What advice would you get someone divorced?
Don't get your kids involved with the divorce. You have to understand that it didn't work out.
I would say if they have children, to make sure that that they get along for the sake of their children. Love your children more than you hate each other.
What advice would you give yourself, pre-married self?
The advice I would give to myself is to make sure I find my soulmate, someone that will love you and cherish you.
Probably to work harder on give and take and working together instead of apart on problems.
What's the best part of being divorced?
You're on your own. You don't have anybody that you have to argue with. You don't have to. You can come and go as you please, and you don't have to answer to anything or anybody.
What is the worst part about being divorced?
The worst part is having to raise my kids alone, and the fact that my kids will not be able to live with two parents in the household.
Not being with my family and having that closeness all the time, every day.
Was the divorce mutual?
Yes, it was.
Have you started dating again? Easy or hard?
Very hard, especially when you get older. It's harder to meet people and it's harder to find the right person.
It's not easy, and that people should go into it with their eyes wide open.
Finish the sentences. If only I would have known.
If only I would have known the marriage was not going to work out.
He will be different than they were 20 years down the road.
Would you get remarried?
No, not at this time.
Would you get remarried?
I think things would have to be a lot different than they were before, but I think if I found the right person, I would get married again because I enjoyed marriage.
Well, I'm remarried.
Say something, I'm giving up on